Hey!
What's up?
What's up?
What's up, you guys?
Back at it again.
Bracket babes.
Bracket babes.
Bracket babes.
Oh, we need to do a song.
I know.
You know how some podcasts have that, like...
Really cute
starts?
intro?
Yes.
Yeah. And we listened to the first episode, and we were also like, we need to come up with a cute outro. We'll get to that next time.
Oh, and we never did. It's just
That's
on our
okay.
to-do list.
We'll get to it eventually.
No.
But we've got more pressing matters at hand.
Yes, exactly. Like, who is going to win today's bracket?
That's exactly right.
Yes.
So today, we decided we wanted to do something that's really relevant to our situation. We're in quarantine right now.
Yes.
The great quarantine of 2020.
COVID-19.
Baby. And we were like, okay, like, what's something we can all relate to?
Yeah.
Because nobody's leaving their house.
Right.
So, like, what does everyone do in their house?
Binge Netflix.
That's right. Binge Netflix.
Yes.
So, we decided to do Netflix originals.
Yes.
So, there's lots of good series out there.
Right.
The Office is on Netflix, but it's not original.
Right.
But she might have won. Anyway, the other thing we had to look at was series that you and I have both watched.
Yes.
Or at least seen, like, one part of it.
Yeah.
And
which was
hard.
It
was hard.
It was probably, like half an hour going through?
Yeah.
Just to see and compare which ones we've both seen. And we managed to get 16, barely.
Be impressed with us that we've got that far.
Literally, yes. Because I think combined, we've probably watched every single Netflix original series.
Right.
But, together...
Because y'all will notice, like, some of my favorite series, like The Crown or The Witcher, things like that won't be on this list.
Right.
But that's probably good. Less biased. But then there's favorites that you've seen.
Right.
Such as... I don't know.
I can't think of one right now.
But that's okay.
But yeah.
Disenchantment, that's a good one. I don't know.
Yeah, so we're not doing all
you've seen,
of
like,
the ones.
Love is Blind.
Yeah.
Too Hot to Handle.
Yeah, all the trash ones. I love that stuff. So those are the ones I love. But yeah.
So there's a lot of good series on Netflix. We're not judging that at all.
Right.
It's just we had to find things that we both saw.
Right. So your favorite might not be on this list. Sorry about it. Maybe we'll do an updated one.
Maybe.
Down the road.
Yeah. Maybe leave a comment to some good Netflix originals.
Yes.
That aren't on this list that we need to watch.
Exactly.
That are worth watching.
Yeah. And going off of that, we also want to say, because we are going to be talking about these series, so there might be spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
So
major.
Well,
let's read them off.
Yeah.
And then they'll know if they should click away or not.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so, starting off, we have End of the Fucking World versus You. Then we have Explained versus 13 Reasons Why. Umbrella Academy versus Tuca and Birdie. A weird mashup. Nailed It versus Lucifer. Another weird mashup.
Yeah.
Queer Eye versus Stranger Things. These really are
opposites.
Complete opposites. Maniac versus Dead to Me.
Okay.
Big Mouth versus Tiger King. Oof. And then Cheer versus Next in Fashion.
Yeah. So those are the 16 we'll be talking about today.
Yep.
So spoiler alert for those 16.
Yes.
So what are some of our criteria for going through these things?
Binge-ability. Like, could I just sit down and watch the entire thing?
Yes.
And be entertained?
Yes.
Thrilled.
Absolutely.
Acting? Like the cast?
Right. Overall
plots,
are we pulled in? Yes.
And do we want another season?
Yes, season. Thank you. Do
we want a follow-up?
Yeah.
Or are we fine with where it left off and we're like, you know what? I wouldn't even want another season of that. That's perfect. Okay, well then,
shall we jump into it?
Let's jump in.
Woo!
Alright, so starting off strong with End of the Fucking World versus You. So as a disclaimer, I did not watch the first season of You. I only watched the second season, and Madison was reversed. She only watched the first, not the second.
Correct.
So, with our combined knowledge, we know the entire series in and out. So, You is kind of a weird one for me, just because, like, it's just creepy.
Right.
And, like, being a female, like, that's just...
Right. It's a weird series because you want to see what happens, even though you know it's going to be bad, and you're uncomfortable the whole time.
Yes. Yeah.
But it's weird. Like, you want to see... It's so weird.
It really is. But that actor does a really good job of being a creepy dude. So I don't know what that says about him.
Well, and back from the first season, is stunning. Like, she was like the perfect, like, normal looking person that's freaking beautiful.
Right.
So, whatever. Good casting on this.
Yeah. In the second season, the main girl character she's also beautiful, but she's, like, unconventionally beautiful.
Got it.
And
I love that.
I love that. So, and her name is Love. Cute.
That makes me want to barf a little bit.
Yeah, okay. The whole second season kind of made me want to barf a little bit.
Okay, well then let's talk about End of the Fucking World.
Yes.
Which is based off of, I believe it's based off of like a comic or some sort of story already.
Oh, I did not know that.
Correct me if I'm wrong about that, guys.
Yeah.
For this show, I watched the first season.
And I have watched both seasons.
But I've not watched the second.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that says, that for both of these shows, I didn't feel the need to watch the second season.
Oh.
Maybe it doesn't matter for this round, but maybe later on.
Okay. See, I really loved the first season of End of the Fucking World. My sister and I binged the entire series in the car while we were waiting for my parents at American Furniture Warehouse.
Oh, awesome.
So I think there was like,
I think I binged, 8 20 to 30 minute episodes or something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, the binge-ability is high on this one.
They were in there for 2 hours and we were like, all right, we got this whole show on lock.
Yeah.
But binge-ability, the second season was good.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like, it stayed true to like the kind of, not creepy, but kind of, dark humor.
Yeah.
From the first season. And I do think it was, like, kind of a funny show. Like, I just loved the characters and the way that they acted together. I think that they were really good. But, yeah, I would say it's worth the watch.
Well, here's my thought when thinking of these two.
Yeah.
If I were to pick which season that I would like to follow up on, it would probably be End of the Fucking World.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
that's
I think so as well.
I'm heading.
Well, but that's also, like, you didn't see the second season of You, which, like, it left off in a place where you're like, ooh, I want to see what happens next.
Season 3? Did it?
Yeah. So I would want a follow-up
of both of them.
Although the one of the End of the Fucking World kind of tied up nicely. So if they do a third season, great. If not, like, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
So really, it's up to you. I don't know.
Me?
Cute.
Yeah.
You can pick it.
Well, I think binge-ability goes to End of the whatever. Casting kind of goes to the second one. The storyline, the interesting storyline, is kind of, I don't know, equal to me in some ways.
Yeah, because they're both kind of creepy.
Creepy.
Yeah.
I've got those creepy vibes. Oh, you okay?
Yep.
I guess I don't know.
I would say that I like End of the Fucking World more.
Okay.
But
then let's go with that. Because
Okay.
that's the one that I would probably watch the next season of.
Okay. Okay, perfect. All right, next we have Explained versus 13 Reasons Why.
So, Explained, if you guys don't know, is a like mini documentary, like, series, basically.
Yeah.
And they go, I love the show because they do the wildest different topics.
Yes.
So there's stuff on, like, pirates and, like, esports and diamonds and billionaires and all these random topics. You get a 20-minute explanation.
Yes. And you learn so much. You feel so enlightened afterwards. You're like, wow, I am basically an expert on this topic now.
Basically.
Because the information that they provide is so well displayed.
Yeah,
like,
understandable.
It's so easy to follow.
After watching the Billionaires episode, I was like, I could be a billionaire, basically. That's basically where my mind went.
Right.
So, and what's fun about this series for you and I is we watched or listened to a lot of these together on a road trip.
Yes.
And it was like,
and it was very easy to listen to.
Right, you didn't have to watch.
Yeah, but it was also good to watch because then you would get the visuals as well, and that was really cool.
So I really love that.
Yes.
13 Reasons Why has gotten a lot of negative reviews.
Rightfully so,
and I agree with that. I actually didn't finish the first season, now that I think about it.
Okay,
I think I got maybe, like, 2/3 of the way in.
The only reason I finished it was so that, like, I could follow along with what everyone was saying about it and, like, all the memes and stuff.
Right.
I was, like, caught up on that.
Okay.
That's the main reason I watch a lot of these shows is because I just want to stay.
Socially relevant.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yep. So... yeah, that's the only reason I watched 13 Reasons Why.
Interesting.
Through. And it was
awful.
I
didn't like it.
Yeah. Like, it was bad.
It was not great. I feel like I think the book is probably better.
Oh.
I mean, when you do things, I mean, you always mess up the adaptation of the book. So, so no shade to the book. I've heard a lot of people actually really love the book. But the way that the TV series adapted it just didn't do it correctly.
Right.
So...
well, and it just kind of glorifies...
it does
her
a lot.
suicide.
I think they were talking about how, like, suicides went up or something like that.
Right.
After this series premiered.
Right.
And we don't need that.
No.
That's not an option.
No.
It shouldn't be an option.
No. So, explain.
PSA for us. Please get help. There are resources out there.
Yes.
We want that for you.
We want
mental health. We're here for it.
We're here for it.
Heck yeah. So Explained is the winner, though.
Yes. Is what I was going to say.
I'm glad we're on the same track here.
Explained moves on. All right. So up next we have Umbrella Academy versus Tuca and Birdie.
Ooh, this is interesting. Oh, I'm going to have a hard time with this.
Because it's just so different. They're on such opposite ends. And they were both good shows.
Yeah, I completely agree. So, Umbrella Academy, we've got this superhero vibe going on.
But, like, the comic booky kind of, like...
because this one's based off of, like, a comic book series as well.
Yeah.
So it has those really fun vibes to it. I love a superhero flick.
Yes.
So that tying that in was fun.
And it really had it all because it was action-packed. It was kind of a mystery.
Right.
You were on the edge of your seat the entire time. There were
so
many
romance elements
and
between
the romance.
Yes.
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 Yes. So
I loved the storyline where, spoilers, we saw the alternate, like, what would have happened.
Oh.
And you see those two get together, but because that didn't happen, that's not a thing that's happening. Oh, it's a whole...
it's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yes.
And I loved 5. Like, because all of his siblings are, like, full-grown adults.
Yes.
And he's, like, a teenager.
Yeah.
And it's...
but he's so smart.
And I loved... I don't remember all their numbers. I just remember 5. But the guy who can see the dead, or speak with the dead.
Okay.
He's kind of a fun character. He's, like, totally messed up, but I love him.
Yes.
He's so fun.
Yes.
Good times.
It's well casted.
Yeah.
And the acting is pretty good. There are some parts where you're like, that was a little cheesy. But
it worked.
Yes.
For whatever reason.
Yeah.
And binge-ability on this one.
Oh, yeah.
Very high.
I watched it in one sitting.
Yeah, me too. I was babysitting this 3-month-old, and she would only be content to sleep if she was laying on top of me. So I was literally stuck babysitting for 8 hours, and I just watched the show.
Yeah.
So that worked for me.
So that worked.
But Tuca and Birdie.
Hilarious.
Tuca and Birdie. Birdie and Tuca.
Birdie and Tuca.
So good.
Oh, so good.
Fun.
It was so fun. And just the animation style was so well done.
Yeah.
Like, it just looked beautiful. And it was just so, like, happy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And, like, what a cute friendship.
I have to say, this is the last time I'm going to say spoiler alert to y'all. But spoiler alert.
Yeah.
I didn't like the storyline where her and Tuca and Birdie are not friends anymore.
Oh.
That lasts for like a long time for some reason. When I remember it, I remember that being like a huge thing for so long.
Right, but I think it was maybe just one episode.
I know, but there's only like 6 episodes.
Okay.
But I was so annoyed by that. I was like, tension, this does not make sense.
Right.
I hated
but
that.
sometimes in friendships, that does happen.
Yeah.
You know? So it, like, was a storyline that people can relate to.
That's true.
Because then they do end up fixing their problems and working through it and stuff.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, it all worked out in the end.
That's true.
But it was just funny.
Here's a key difference.
Uh-huh.
Umbrella Academy,
Uh-huh.
season 2 is on the way.
I
did the research. Tuca and Birdie
canceled.
is not getting another season.
Ugh, which that sucks because
I agree.
Tiffany Haddish and Ali Wong are
So funny.
some of my favorite comedians.
They're so funny.
And them together was
Iconic.
just a power duo that I didn't know I needed,
Mm-hmm.
but now I can't get enough of.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, and now I don't get it anymore.
Yeah.
Whatever, it's fine. Well, it's not, but
So,
whatever.
well, and it's interesting because Tuca and Birdie kind of closes kind of nicely.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, just
That's true.
a nice ending. And then Umbrella Academy, it's like everything resets.
Right.
And we don't know what's going to happen next.
Right.
Because, I mean, they stopped the end of the world, but what's going to happen?
Right.
So that's a question I want answered.
Yes. So are you saying Umbrella Academy?
I think I have
Okay.
to. I love Tuca and Birdie.
Yes.
And what's great about
we
Tuca and Birdie,
also
though,
watched that one together.
We did watch it together.
Cute.
I could rewatch that probably again. Tuca and Birdie.
Yeah.
It's just fun. It's so bright. They play with different things. Hey, Netflix, maybe do a second season.
Or you don't have to do Tuca and Birdie.
Mm-hmm.
You could just have Tiffany Haddish and Ali Wong as different characters.
Oh, that would be cute.
Like a
So
whole
fun.
different thing.
Like a
Netflix? Hello? Can
Call
I?
us?
Hello?
We basically can make everything better.
We basically just solved Netflix.
Basically.
So,
You're welcome.
you're welcome. Perfect. Well, that was nice. All right. So next we have Nailed It versus Lucifer.
Okay. So Nailed It is a competition show where they bring in horrible bakers to a baking contest.
They say home bakers,
Oh,
but
sorry.
yeah, like a little bit of baking experience, but like emphasis on the little bit.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like, I don't know,
Right.
but I feel like I could have done better. And I
Every episode you think you
like
can do better than
50%
these people.
of it is like following the instructions.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Nobody does that.
Nobody does it.
And then when it falls apart, they're like,
What? Mm-hmm. Like,
Sorry.
I don't know, you skipped the whole third
yes.
direction. Like,
Yes.
I don't know how you expected this to work.
So,
But it is very funny. They just have to recreate a dessert.
And
Like
it's
a cake?
it's very bingeable.
Oh, yeah.
I think they have 3 seasons out.
Either three or
4.
four.
They might have just released their
The
fourth
fourth
season.
one? Yeah.
And they also have a Nailed It Holiday Edition show.
Which also, I love Nicole Byer.
Mm-hmm.
I love
So
her.
funny.
She is
So funny.
hilarious. And her
And that Queer Eye
with Jacques.
crossover.
Oh my
And
gosh.
Jacques, so healthy.
Uh-huh.
Can run around and play with his little boy.
Mm-hmm.
That's his son.
Mm-hmm.
In case you didn't know. Because he is like 60, but he has a little son.
Oh, that's kind of okay.
Fancy.
Get it, Jacques? I don't know.
Yeah. Live your life.
And then they have guest judges that come on. And sometimes they're good, sometimes they, like, don't add anything to the show, right. But sometimes they make
But luckily this show is, like, decent enough, even if they aren't great.
Yeah.
But I think I've sat down and watched the whole season in one day.
Oh, yeah.
Or had it playing while I was doing other things.
Yes. Oh, well. It's very nice to have on in the background.
Yes.
Because when they're baking, you kind of, like, tune in, kind of don't. Yeah. Because that kind of stresses me out at some points.
Right.
But, yeah.
The only downside to the show is it's the same thing every week.
Right.
Every episode, I mean.
Right. Right. So there's not a lot of zest.
There's nothing that's evolving with the show.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I'd say.
Okay. All right.
It's up against
Lucifer.
Ooh.
Right. Yeah.
I've only watched the first season of this show.
And I watched all of it.
How many seasons are there?
I don't know, like 5, 6. Oh. Like, it was what I did last fall.
Oh, you just watched that?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
So, would I watch it again?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No. Okay.
But, like, again, like, once I start something, I have to finish it.
Right.
Like, I'm just that, like...
Yeah.
I need it all.
Mm-hmm.
So, I needed to see how it ended.
Got it.
But there were definitely parts where I would just be like, I do not want to continue watching this. Like, it's just the same pretty much every single episode.
Well, and that's how I felt, too. Like, you know, there's some crime that happened, but it's somehow connected with the underworld, and he's able to solve it, and... I'm sure he's died a couple times, but...
Oh, yeah.
And then, you know, she's like, I hate you, but I'm secretly into you. And he's like, you're just a human, but I'm, like, in love with you, too.
Yes. So the whole thing is, will they get together? Like, and that's why I watched it. I was like, let love win.
Yeah.
Like, I just wanted to see them together. And how it ended.
Right.
They didn't end up together. But there's still, like, one more season.
Oh.
So will I watch it? Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Just
to know.
For myself, you know?
But that's more out of obligation instead of I want to watch it.
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but if another season of Nailed It came out, do you want to watch that?
I mean, yeah, but also, like... It is the same thing over and over again.
Okay.
Like, I'd rather watch something with spice. I don't know. I think, like, binge-ability and I guess with all of the factors, I guess I'd say Nailed It.
Okay.
But, like, I just spent so much time with Lucifer.
Oh. So
it's...
He's kind of got a hold on you a little bit.
Literally, yeah. Don't you hate that?
Oh my gosh.
When Lucifer has a hold on you.
Ugh.
Dang it.
I really do.
Yeah,
I think we should do Nailed It.
Nailed It.
I think we should.
Well, and you only watched the first season-ish of Lucifer.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I want to know if they get together, but that's it. Like, nothing else in the story held me.
No.
Like, I stopped watching.
Yeah.
And I was like, ugh, just get together.
Yeah. So,
well, and then they brought him to his mom. And I was just like, this is a storyline we've seen before, I feel like. Like, they think she's good, but she's really bad. And I don't know. I didn't care to find out. I was like, okay. Done with that.
Yes, okay. Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
So next we have Queer Eye.
Oh, okay.
Versus Stranger Things.
Okay. I already have a favorite for this. Queer Eye is a remake of Queer Eye for the Straight Guy.
Yes.
Because it used to be just for men.
Yep.
Just straight guys. But what I love about Queer Eye is it's for everybody.
Yes.
And I love the cast.
Love
the cast. Jonathan Van Ness.
King. Queen.
Whatever you want.
All. My everything.
Jonathan Van Ness has got it. But Karamo, Anthony, Bobby. And
Tan.
Tan Furness. I love Tan. I love Tan.
Yes.
So they're so great.
There's really not an episode that you don't like.
Right. Well, and what's interesting is the structure is the same. But every episode is different.
Right.
They deal with different things.
Yes.
And it always makes me want to cry.
Right.
Every time.
But it also makes me want to be a better person.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
loving
you see
and accepting.
Yes.
And it's very
Yes. And you see how achievable that is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, learn how to make a good guacamole.
Heck yeah, I can do that.
And arrange your space and become, like, love yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in.
That's possible.
Sign me up. Yeah. So.
And it's against.
Perfect. Stranger Things.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I might get a lot of flack for this, but I only watched the first season.
Yeah.
Here's the issue with Netflix.
Okay.
They come out with a season,
Mm-hmm.
and you watch it within a week, if not that very day.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have to wait a whole year before season 2.
Yes.
And for me, I just didn't care anymore.
Right.
I was happy with the way season 1 ended. It wasn't like a perfect ending, but like, whatever.
Well, and I think that the seasons, like, season 2 was definitely, like, my least favorite season out of the 3.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I feel like nothing happened. I don't even remember it. There was nothing, like, memorable of that.
Mm.
The 3rd season, however, I did really like.
Okay.
Because it was, like, summertime, and it was even released on the 4th of July.
Right.
Which I thought that was fun.
Kind of fun.
And so, like, after fireworks or whatever happened on 4th of July, like, I went over to my friend's house, and there were a bunch of us watching Stranger Things.
Cute.
Like, so there's, like, also a nostalgia, like, memory attached to that. But I just like the, like, 80s themed, like, I think the costuming is really good.
Yeah.
The acting is pretty good. Those kids really do know how to act.
Mm-hmm.
And their, like, compatibility as a group, I think that they're really good together.
Yeah.
I mean, not as compatible as
the Fab Five.
But whatever. Yeah.
Can you believe? I don't even
know.
Can you believe? Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
How old is she?
Oh, she's got to be like 16, 17, something like that.
Maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But she looks like 20 something.
At least, yeah.
Who is this gal?
Who is this gal?
I hate her because I ain't her.
Exactly.
Sorry.
But
the 80s is my time.
Yeah.
I would thrive.
Oh, yeah.
There. But it didn't grab me. I don't know.
I
think it may be an issue with Netflix's way they do it. It could be that. Maybe if there was like a weekly, it came out and then it held me enough for the next one. I don't know. But I think I need to leave you up to this one.
Okay.
Because, I mean, my vote's Queer Eye.
Right.
I love that. They have a Japanese season too where they went to Japan.
Right.
And did stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I know when I'm familiar with. Stranger Things just lost the appeal for me.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. I think that also Stranger Things, because I think that there might be another season coming out.
Mm.
So I feel like they're going to start dragging it out when, like, we could have gotten answers and, like, you just want it now. Like,
I feel like people keep dying and coming back and, like...
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
I think, so I'll also go with Queer Eye on this one.
Okay.
Because it's
We'll
just...
watch some Queer Eye together.
Yes. Cute as well. All right. So next we have Maniac versus Dead to Me. Which we had to rewatch the Maniac trailer because that I watched like years
Long
ago.
time ago.
Yeah, I think when it like first came out, so I did not remember it. But kind of a trippy show.
Yeah. Well, Maniac and Dead to Me, I both binged in like a day.
Oh yeah.
So
both
binge-ability is really,
Yes.
Here's kind of where my stance is.
Okay.
Maniac is almost like a work of art.
Oh,
Like, it's intricate. There's, like, a lot going on.
So
there's
many
mental
styles.
health. There's, yes, they bring in... I loved that.
Yeah.
Every episode, you were seeing different kind of, like, genres of things happening.
Yes.
So fun.
Yeah.
The acting is so high quality. Because it's almost more like a limited series, like, kind of like a almost like movie development and production.
Right.
And it finishes, and it's done, and it's nice, and it's great, and I love it. masterpiece kind of level.
Yes.
But for the sake of what we're doing here, I feel like Dead to Me has to continue on.
Yeah, I agree with that. Also, Dead to Me was a really good show.
It was funny.
Like, it was, yes.
It was crazy.
Yes.
It just blew my mind.
Uh-huh.
And another season's coming.
So you're looking forward to that.
Yep.
And you can go back and watch all of the episodes to get caught up. But yeah, I agree with Dead to Me.
Okay.
And the acting in that one is really good. Like, I love the Dead to Me cast.
Yes, I agree. I just
love those two women.
When they find... Oh, I just want to start talking about it now.
Uh-huh.
When, like, when her husband is dating somebody else and they confront her and
yes, there's so many twists and turns in that one.
So I'm ready for the next one.
Yes.
It's finished on a, like, kind of a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
So we're ready.
Ooh, yeah. Dead to Me. Nice. All right. Oh,
what?
Next we have Big Mouth versus Tiger King.
Oh, gosh.
So...
I know who the winner is.
Oh, I know who my winner is.
On 3? No,
yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, and then say it.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Big Mouth.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, we love Tiger King. We stan Tiger King. We were one of the original lovers of Tiger King.
We watched it the first day it was out.
And we watched it all at once.
Yes. So binge-ability.
It's up there.
It's up there. Well, closer to 8 hours. Because it is 7 hours. Oh, and then they have the extra episode. So a little bit... 9 hours maybe? Anywho. Okay, keep going.
We love Tiger King.
Yes.
We made our whole families watch Tiger King.
Yep.
We are dedicated
all
fans
of
of Tiger King. We want the tea.
Yes.
We want it all.
Yeah.
But
Big Mouth is so good.
Yes.
So funny.
Yes.
And it really, there's no other show like it.
Mm-hmm. It's so different.
It's so different.
It's a cartoon.
Yes.
But it's adult.
Yes.
But it's about
puberty. Yes.
Like, it's so wild.
And it's so relevant. Like, when you're watching it, you're like, yes, I went through that.
Yes.
Like, it's just so personal and it hits home, but in such a hilarious way.
Yeah.
So, it's so good. And that cast, fire. Straight up fire.
So funny. So if you guys don't know, like, there's John Mulaney,
Nick Kroll, Maya Rudolph.
Heck yes.
Jenny Slate.
Armisen.
Fred Armisen.
Yes. So good.
Like, the list goes on.
And they have a lot of, like, guest actors.
Yeah.
Like Kristen Wiig and things like that who are really fun.
Uh-huh.
They did a table read
Yep.
of one of the episodes.
Yeah.
And they are just, as a cast, like, before they actually start reading the episode, they're just, like,
so
joking
funny.
with each other
They
and riffing off of one
bounce
another.
off each other
So funny.
Beautifully.
So check that out. It's on YouTube.
Yes.
It's worth a watch.
Yeah.
I mean, you literally see an episode that's out there already.
Right.
But it's so worth it.
Yes.
So funny.
Oh, it's so good.
Anyway, and the other thing is, so I think we know, Big Mouth is the winner.
Yep.
I have to say, for Tiger King, though, something in my mind that goes against it is, like, after episode 3...
Goes downhill.
It goes downhill.
And quick. You lose
but you
my
made
interest.
it that far,
yes.
So you have to continue.
Yes.
You have to
you
know how
need to know
and
how
there's
it
bright
ends.
spots of interesting things happening, like him running for president and for governor.
Right.
Like, that's an interesting thing.
Right.
But, like, the most crazy stuff happens in, like, those first 3 episodes.
Right.
And like, we watched that together, and we were like, what?
Yeah.
Every, like, couple minutes. Just blown away.
Jaws didn't come up. Like, they were on the floor.
The whole time.
But for those 3 episodes.
Once we hit episode 4, it kind of started to drag.
Once you get into the lawsuit.
And the legal stuff also of, like, the undercover spies and stuff. And you're kind of like, okay, can we just, like, tell me what happened? Like, it's too long.
It's too long.
But so good.
So good.
Okay.
But Big Mouth, yeah.
Last pairing.
Cheer versus Next in Fashion.
Oh, interesting. So these are both kind of like more reality shows.
Yes.
Next in Fashion, you might think of it as like a Project Runway kind of show with designers making different clothing and things like that.
Yep.
And then we have Cheer, which follows the Navarro Cheer Squad. And really gave you an inside look at to what Cheer was like.
Yes. I had no idea it was that insane.
Well, in my a relative of mine, she cheered through high school, and that got her into college, and she cheered in college.
Okay.
And she always talked about how cheer should be considered like an Olympic sport. And I was always like, what? Because your conception of cheerleaders is, you know, what you see on the football field.
Yes.
But it is so much more. It is so competitive. It is so physically demanding.
Yes.
And cheer was really good for that reason.
Oh yeah, it does such a great job of shining the light of what goes on in the cheer world.
Yeah. And it's bingey.
It is. Like, I watched the whole season.
I mean, and it was quick. It was 6 episodes, I think.
Right.
And you just zoom through.
And it gives you something for, I don't know if this is a word, but like rootability. Like, you want them to win so bad.
See them fight
and you connect with those characters.
Yes.
Jerry, love.
What's the,
Lexi?
Lexi.
Love.
I love her.
Yes.
She reminds me of, like, my sister for some reason.
Oh, I can see that.
And I just wanted to root for her because of that.
Yes.
And I was like, yes.
Monica, you're, like, incredible.
And I'm so sad because, okay, so then I want to see a season 2. I want to see them come back. Can they do it again?
Right.
But because of this quarantine...
Oh.
Daytona got canceled.
Daytona's canceled, y'all.
Canceled.
That sucks.
So, I don't know what's going to happen to season 2 of that.
Got it. Well, and also, I was watching an interview with Monica, and she said that there have never been as many injuries as there were, like, as the cameras were filming. So I think that the cameras made them nervous. Because they knew that they were going to be on TV. And on Netflix, that platform is worldwide.
Yeah.
So I would be nervous. Like, I would mess up. Because you're just, in the back of your head, you're like, there's a camera crew here.
Right.
Don't mess up, don't mess up, don't mess up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you fall.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Next in fashion.
Yes. Love.
If you've seen Project Runway, I will
Very
say this.
similar.
You've seen it, kind of, in a way. You know, you start off
hosted by Tan,
who we love, and whoever that
and Alexa
other
Chung,
who I don't care for at all. Her fashion is garbage. Every episode, I'd just be so disappointed. And she's supposed to be like dressed up fancy for like the final, you know, like runway or whatever every episode, and that's when she was at her worst.
How do you really feel?
It was awful. Really awful. Oh, there was this one episode where they were supposed to be really dressed up, and she just failed so bad, and I couldn't stand it.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout for her fashion fails throughout the whole season.
Good, yeah.
Maybe she's a nice person. I don't know her, but her choice in fashion, wrong. If you have somebody who's like dressing you, fire her or him. That's my stance.
Yeah. Wow.
So
how about the show? I really like that show.
I like it too.
I loved it.
We loved 2-1. Like we watched that together.
Yes.
Yes. And we binged it, and we were like, it was. Well, those garments cost so much money. Like I'd love to buy one of those garments, but they're like $300 minimum.
Yeah. But it was just very because what I liked about this show though was that they started in teams, and they were in their teams the whole a very large chunk of the show. They were together, and they didn't switch up the teams, which I just thought that was original.
It was original, but part of me hated it too,
right?
Because that one guy, you know exactly who I'm talking about. He has an accent. I don't know. He just loves. Oh, I'm glad you know.
Yeah.
He should not have made it that far.
No.
Like, his partner carried that team.
Yes. Yeah.
You know?
And
so that to me was kind of like...
Not fair.
Not fair, not
that
right.
That is a disadvantage.
You know, like, maybe somebody else should have stayed and Angela should have gone home.
Right.
Because as soon as they were put into individuals, he was
went
the
home.
first one gone.
Because he didn't know how to sew.
I mean, how did he make it that
was
far?
Impressive.
Right.
Like, impressive that he got that far.
Yeah.
But you could tell that Charles was just struggling because...
It was really just him.
Yes. So it was a very good show. I loved all the challenges. It was very easy to watch.
Yeah. I'm torn on this one. I might have to let you decide because... because I loved them both. I want to see another season of them both.
Uh-huh.
So I'm torn on that.
Okay.
I binged them both. I want to see another season of them both.
Right, because I love the characters in both.
Uh-huh.
So this feels like trying to pick, like, a favorite child, you know?
Oh.
I mean, not to that level.
Right.
I'll definitely pick one, but... Yeah, I'm trying to think of, like... If I were to watch one over again, I think I'd watch Cheer.
I'd agree with that. You know the outcome of Next in Passion.
Right.
Who the winner of the competition is.
Right.
I guess that's a fair thing to say. Like, if you were to rewatch it, you would want to watch a new season, but you wouldn't watch the same thing again.
Right. Yeah.
So I think that's fair.
Perfect. All right. That was easy. Kind of. Okay. So, that was it for all of it. Now we're going into the next round. So, let's go right into it.
Yep.
End of the F world versus...
You already said it.
I know, but I don't know. Versus Explained.
It's weird, but I lean towards Explained.
Okay, and I knew that you would.
Yep.
And I'll totally back that up.
Okay.
I'll let you pick that.
It's so engaging. Every episode is something new. I'm always looking forward to when the new season comes out. They actually have 2 spin-off series.
Oh.
Explained Sex and Explained the Mind.
Oh.
So those are 2 different, check them out. They look into elements of sex and then the mind, clearly.
Uh-huh.
But that's right up my alley. You
Right.
know, I just love learning those new kind of things, and so that intrigues me.
Fair. And you can have unlimited amount of episodes of this because it's something that is going to keep...
And you can skip episodes.
Oh, yeah. If you don't want to learn about them, and it's not going to change the plot of anything because there is no continuous plot.
Yeah.
So, cool.
I agree.
All right. Cool. Umbrella Academy versus Nailed It. I know it.
Wow. That's difficult.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to say.
I want to hear it.
I'm going to go Umbrella Academy just because, like, Nailed It does get boring to me.
Yeah. Right.
And, like, I can only watch as many episodes because I do love Nicole Byer, but sometimes I'm like, okay, I have to watch something else now.
Right.
You know?
Right. It's not necessarily stimulating.
Right.
Which is why it's perfect for having on while you do something else.
Yes.
Because it is the same thing over and over again.
Right.
So I agree with that.
Okay.
I think we should go forward with Umbrella Academy.
Yes. Cool Academy. Woohoo! All right. Queer Eye versus Dead to Me.
Oh, weird.
Weird.
It's interesting because Queer Eye, I feel like I know her.
Uh-huh.
Like, she's familiar to me.
Yeah.
Like, I know who she is. I know where she's going. I know where she's been.
Yeah.
And I'm rooting for her. Dead to Me is, like, still new.
Right.
I'm kind of like, where are you going to go?
Right.
Like, who will you be?
Uh-huh.
I kind of want to find out.
Right. Like, the intrigue is there.
Yes. Like,
but Queer Eye is comfort.
Comfort.
So it's comfort versus exploration.
Oof.
So what do you pick? I'll leave this one up to you.
Oh. You?
Uh-huh. Because I actually think... Oh. Because I'm going to say the same thing.
Let's say this. A new season of Queer comes out, and a new season of Dead to Me comes out on the very same day.
Yeah.
Which one would you more likely turn on?
Dead to Me.
I agree with that.
Because I want to... Like, Queer Eye's always going to be there. And you can watch episodes whenever.
Yes.
Like, we're not discounting that this is a great show.
Yes.
But Dead to Me is so intriguing.
I need those answers.
I need the answers. I need that hot goss.
Fun. I need the wild ride.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Dead to Me.
Dead to Me.
Perfect. Then Big Mouth versus Cheer.
1, 2, 3.
Big Mouth. Yeah.
Sorry, Cheer. Like, I love you.
Yes.
But Big Mouth is so crazy. So cray, so wild.
So cray.
She ain't PG, though.
So cray.
Just in case anybody didn't know that.
Definitely do not watch with parents.
Watch this.
Good. It's not a family show. So...
Our minds just went totally different. Yeah, okay.
Like, just don't watch with your family.
Don't watch with
just
your
don't
family.
watch it by yourself.
Watch it by yourself.
Because even with friends, you're a little like, like, I'm definitely going to laugh at this, but I hope they laugh as well.
Yes.
Because otherwise, I'm going to look like I have a messed up sense of humor.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. So, just watch it by yourself. But,
yeah,
Big Mouth does win that one.
All right. Here's our top 4.
Top 4.
Netflix bingeable show.
All right. We've got Explained versus Umbrella Academy.
I'm going to go with Umbrella Academy on this one.
Yep.
I feel like if you want to do a lot of learning, go for Explained. But it can be a lot at sometimes.
Yes.
And you need a break. But Umbrella can
binge-ability for Explained is not as good. Because you have an overload and then you're like, I can't watch it anymore. Yeah.
So it's a great show.
But you also kind of have to be in the mood for it.
Right. Like, do you want senseless or do you want to learn? Yeah. Most of the time it's senseless. So, but Umbrella Academy
has that.
You can binge it.
Yeah.
Sit down, watch it, go.
Watch it.
You'll be entertained.
Yes, you'll have a great time.
Okay.
All right, Dead to Me versus Big Mouth.
We know the answer already to this one, too. 1, 2, 3.
Big Mouth!
I'm sorry. Big Mouth is, I think it's mainly, with this pairing, Dead to Me has 1 season. Big Mouth has, 3 seasons? Maybe 2 or 3.
2 or 3.
It's built itself out more.
Yes.
Like, you know the characters more.
Yes.
That's why I was saying Dead to Me is
so new.
So new. Yeah. Like, it could turn out to be really great, or it could fall apart.
Right.
But Big Mouth has been consistently good and interesting and wild.
And funny.
And it's still exploring. Like,
I
still
laugh
know where
out loud hard every episode.
Right. And with that, once again, with the table read that I was talking about.
Yes.
Well, they were reading through the episode.
Yes.
Which I've seen before. And I wasn't even watching anything animated. I was just watching a bunch of people talking and reading off a script. I was laughing out loud.
Yes.
Like, that's how funny this show is.
Yep. Yeah.
So.
Big Mouth. All right, so then Umbrella Academy versus Big Mouth.
It has to be.
It has to be
Big Mouth. I'm sorry.
To be.
Umbrella Academy, it's kind of the same as Dead to Me, too.
Yes.
Like, it has the potential of being so good or falling apart. But I know Big Mouth will be consistently good and funny.
And also the writers on Big Mouth, so funny.
Yeah.
And you expect that from them, and they bring it, they provide.
Yep. And the bingeability is so high on this. There's 20-minute episodes.
Yep.
There's like 3 seasons. Sit down and watch it.
Yep.
And just go.
Just go.
And you can.
So easy.
So it's so funny.
Yes.
It's so bingeable.
Yeah.
When the next season comes out, I want to know what happens.
Oh, yeah.
The voice actors are so great. It's just all around
superb.
And artwork too.
And
masterful artwork.
Animation. Yes.
So
there it is.
You hear it. You've heard it here, folks. Wow, I'm really struggling to speak right now. You've heard it here, folks. Your
Big
bracket
Mouth.
babes are telling you that if you need a series to binge, it should be Big Mouth.
It should be Big Mouth.
Netflix original series. There's a lot of good ones here.
Yes.
But Big Mouth reigns supreme.
It truly, really does. Thank you so much. I think this is our longest.
It's because we care.
It's because we care. And also, there's a lot to say about good and bad shows.
Yeah.
And
we want to keep you informed.
We want to keep... Yes. We're doing our best here. So, awesome. Thank you guys for listening.
Hopefully, we've also been looking at Netflix original movies. So maybe that'll be next. We'll see. If you have any suggestions for us, please let us know.
Please leave a comment.
And we will duke it out in the next one.
We sure will.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
bye.
Bye.